What's the deal?
Is this the Longhorn of Disney World?
Princess of the Bear here today. We're hanging at the Disney's Yacht Club Resort because it's time to return
to the Yachtsman.
It's been a while. Last time wasn't a great experience, but hopefully we can roll ourselves into a nice situation.
With a new menu.
Yes, because you're number one choice to foodie infotainment. When there's new things, poof, there we are. Remember, cheese vegan. I'm not. I'm going to sink this ship if this is a bad time.
Time to foodie and chill.
Sourdough table bread, served with earth-balanced butter. Vegan, gluten-free allergy roll is available.
I'll give Yachtsman this. It has its own bread for vegans, so it's not the gluten-free bread. Doesn't this look like a fancified version of those little like squared Longhorn breads though? Maybe? And now they do have a unique bread service and where they give you this like beautiful roasted garlic. So I'm going to take a little piece of that, but I will say that it keeps getting smaller and smaller every single time we come here. And then I did let them know that I was vegan, so I got some Earth Balance butter. Put some Earth Balance butter on here. If you have any problems with cross-contamination, don't eat the garlic, but enjoy the Earth Balance and the beautiful bread. I didn't even realize I'm so uncivilized. I'm supposed to be a princess. Look at me. Terrible. Bad on me. But the bread was good. It gives good bread. It's so good that I'm not even going to be too mad at myself for using the wrong knife. I do love the Earth Balance. The garlic has a different flavor than what I remember, but that just could be the way that it was cooked. Because it's basically the same. It's just maybe a little oily. That might be it. And maybe it's because the clove is smaller. I don't know. I do like the bread though. I feel like I'm rambling now, but the bread gives good bread, and I'm definitely going to be telling all my friends about how amazing that bread was.
We have the traditional sourdough here. It fills dough. It's nice and powdery like the good batch sourdough is. We're going to get more of the garlic. You know, I try not to give in to like the social media haters that scream about the shrinkflation that you experience with Disney food. But when I see that you're skimming on garlic, then I got an issue. I know I'm probably the minority here, but I think the sourdough is better than the pull-apart onion bread. And honestly, forget the butter and just go straight for the garlic. The garlic is where the real magic is. The bread service here at this restaurant. I give that a 4 out of 5.
Pull-apart onion rolls, served with butter, topped with Hawaiian Alaea salt. Vegetarian.
I suppose instead of a Longhorn blooming onion, a nice onion pull-apart roll will have to do. So that is literally just falls apart. A little like pre-slices. You have everything you need here. You're gonna get your onion fix first thing. I'm gonna do a little bit of the garlic first. That's what you're really coming from, to this tiniest bit of the butter with the sea salt. I did take magic pills, so don't be angry at me. Served up bear style. Honestly, I feel in the past, the onion pull-apart bread has been a bit more moist. It's definitely onion forward. You're gonna have a little bit of onion breath. So if you're on a date, you might want to avoid, unless you've been together like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, a decade. Onion breath it up. You're used to each other's bad morning breath by that point in time. First date, skip the onion breath. It's okay. It's definitely no Longhorn blooming onion, but it'll get you through. I'll give it 3 out of 5 plus.
Banfi Chianti, 13% alcohol by volume. Vegan.
We got a Banfi wine because they're nice and they're all vegan, so it's easy to stick with. Last time we had this was the last time we went to Tony's Town Square restaurant at Magic Kingdom. It was only like a few months ago, so it's gonna be a while before we go back there, but we have a little reprise of the wine at least. Cheers. This is a very robust wine. It's very full-bodied. You really feel it throughout your palate, and you get like all these different notes. It's just very rich. It's for the wine drinkers, not the noobs. I would give it a 4 out of 5 wines. It makes me feel fine.
So we have this Banfi Chianti Classico. I don't know why. I think Banfi, isn't that like a national park in Canada? I don't know why I know that. I'm pretty sure YouTube is to blame the fact that I know that. But either way, we like a good glass of the grape juice with Ganache. Ooh, the smells. Those aromas. I can see why the Princess said these is professional, because that, it's not often you get a wine that hits like a Mack truck. That one is really like with a strong kick of both like the tart fruits. I feel like I'm getting like some cherry notes in there, and it's very like alcohol forward. It's definitely sharp, a full bodied wine. If you don't like it, the real like full body, like heavy sharp wines, it may not be for you. But I think with like a nice rich dinner, it would pair excellent. I would give that 4 out of 5 claws.
Summer Bibb salad with green goddess dressing, vegan and gluten-free.
I was really excited to try this new salad because the last dish with the butternut squash and kale was like, And then, so we got this because, you know, new and green goddess dressing. Awesome. Green goddess dressing is not typically vegan. But then I see all of this dill. This is so much dill. I don't know why you would put so much dill. And then the salad itself, you kind of just have to cut up because it's just like a piece of Bibb stacked on top of each other. So you got to toss your own salad here. I'm using 2 forks to toss my own salad. I guess this is the way, right? It's 2024. We fork and we knife. We fork and knife. Appreciate all equally. I guess, and this dill. Cheers. Despite the fact that I did have a piece of dill inside of that salad, that is extremely bright and beautiful. I do like this salad. I would say though, it's like, I'm trying to think. There's a salad at Flying Fish that is like a whole piece like this, and I definitely think that that salad is better than this one. I was gonna say Turf Club, but Turf Club doesn't have a salad anymore. It's the best Brussels sprouts ever. You should go to Turf Club if you're gonna pick like one of the lower level steakhouses, like between Yachtsman and Turf Club. Definitely do Turf Club. But the salad, I'm going on a tangent, I know. The salad is good. It's better than I expected it to be. It's a 3 out of 5 salads. It does toss my salad, but only like a little bit because I still have to do most of the work.
Man, this is still a family channel. And wouldn't you normally do most of the work?
I guess I would do most of the work, but that's beside the point.
Big, large leaves. Looks like this is cilantro, corn, tomato in here. But literally, even though the princess mixes well enough and I can smell his dill, I can still see a ton of it. So I literally got to ask you, what's the dill?
Give her a tomato.
My dad jokes are terrible. I got to work on my uncle jokes. That's my goal for 2025. Get better at the uncle jokes. I'm going to be an uncle. Well, I am an uncle. Either way. Have any of us ever wondered what a pine tree tastes like as a child? That feeling in my mouth right now is what I imagined a pine tree tastes like. It's just like dill. Lots of dill. Dill more than anything. I can barely taste anything other than just the dill and the green goddess dressing. I know there's tomato that was in my mouth. There's an onion in there too somewhere. I think there's a cucumber. All I taste is dill. Whole lot of dillio. Like just too much dill. If you don't like dill, this is gonna be problematic for you. If you do like dill, this might still be problematic for you. It's a salad. My mouth is gonna feel like Pacific Northwest for at least the rest of this meal. I would give it 2.5 out of 5 claws. It is a salad. And that's about it.
Kanpachi Crudo, served with a charred scallion, mignonette, and avocado mousse. Pescetarian and gluten-free.
This is a beautifully plated appetizer that feels like it would be at home at any other restaurant other than a steakhouse. This is sliced Kanpachi tuna over a charred scallion of mignonette, and then there's an avocado mousse in the middle with little pieces of twisted and curled cucumber on top, and then you got a little, looks like dried jalapeno for spice. I have had Kanpachi before at California Grill. I would like to say this is the battle of the Kanpachis, but not bleach. For us nerds out there, you already understand what I'm getting at. I don't think that they've got the edge that Kanpachi from California Grill has. But we shall see, and we'll keep hacking away at it until we do. Dig right in here. Try to get tons of that charred mignonette. Dive in for the avocado mousse. We'll even take a cucumber with us. That is really an avocado mousse. Like, I haven't seen guacamole that smooth. This is like, feels like it came out of a smoothie machine. It's so smooth. Hello. Kanpachi's cut sashimi style, which gives it a very like soft, light texture. It's very fresh. The charred mignonette, or charred onion mignonette with the avocado mousse, actually, it takes the sharpness out of the vinaigrette, but then adds a sort of like kick and sort of like static, not so static, I would say like electric charge to the mousse. It would normally just be avocado, and it actually works quite well. I want to try one more with the jalapeno and the Kanpachi before I give it a rating. When you add those three ingredients, the mousse, the charred scallion mignonette, and the jalapeno, you get a smooth but spicy slide. It's sort of like a sliding on the grass in shorts, but like not getting friction burn. Sort of like that, but like in a good way. Is it going to stand up to Kanpachi from California Grill? Let's be real, no it's not. But it's definitely a longer protracted fight than I would have expected. Think like, instead of being like a one episode anime, it's gonna be like 5 or 6, but California Grill still gonna come out on top. It's good. I think it's a worthy addition to Yachtsman. Honestly, this is a surprise to me. I'd give it 4.25 out of 5 plus.
Seasonal vegetables. Cream corn with bacon jam.
In a case like this, I feel like Yachtsman is stretching the term seasonal vegetable to the absolute limit. Now, it says seasonal vegetables on the menu. This recently just changed here today. You have the cream corn here as a bed. Then you have a little bit of like bacon on top. Looks almost like a bacon jam. And then a little bit of scallion. That's one vegetable. Seasonal vegetables feels incorrect. But I guess they say or claim that everything is better with bacon. We're going to put this to the test. And it definitely feels like a creamy corn. It's actually not bad, and I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I am a cream corn fan. Like, I love cream corn. Even though eating cream corn at like a signature fine dining restaurant does sort of like hit me kind of odd. There's this thing with food where like culturally, if you were not so well off financially, you would get like the lesser cuts of like different sort of foods, be it like meats or vegetables. Cream corn is something like you did to make corn stretch, be able to feed the whole family. So like cream corn with like a little bit of bacon on top, it's like you're elevating food normally meant for people who are just trying to get by. So I feel some kind of way about that, but it does feel elevated. So I'm torn, but I like it. And when I like it, I like it. I would love to be able to throw much shade at Yachtsman. When you get something right, you get something right. As far as the side goes, I prefer this over the hot honey Brussels sprouts that I got last time, and it just stays in the menu. I'll probably be ordering this almost every time we come here. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 plus.
This is now my new favorite thing. A piece of bread crossed with the green goddess dressing. Without the dill, obviously. It's like a pesto. Perfect.
spice cake with cream cheese icing, candied walnuts, and apple cranberry fluid gel. Vegan.
The new apple spice cake to replace the old carrot cake. This looks like a granola bar with extras. This is like so much. This is a huge bite. I guess I commit to this mistake, but this is a lot. I cannot tell you the level of nostalgia that I feel eating this cake. I feel like I just walked through the 90s. It's like, I can't put my finger on what it tastes like, but there was like some sort of like snack thing that you would get back in the day that's what this tastes like. And I love the design. I love the cream. I think this is the best replacement for the carrot cake that they could possibly do here. If you're gonna do anything at the Yachtsman, I think you should do dessert. This is a 5 out of 5, all day, every day. Princess Cities item. You need this in your life. Fire. Straight fire. It's like eating those like salted almonds and walking on Main Street with nobody around. It's beautiful.
I can tell you already, before we bite into this, and no, you haven't missed anything. We did, in fact, come here and just get wine, appetizers, and desserts. We've warned you, threatened you, even almost sometimes. This is your vacation. If you don't want to get entrees, don't get entrees. Get out. Leave. Get drinks. Leave. Get dessert. And go back to your room. Order room service. You're on vacation. You're required to sit for a 3-course meal. If you just want one thing on the menu, then come here and get the one thing, and then go about your day. That's allowed. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. I'm not mad at you. We're never gonna be mad at you for that. But I digress. So back to this cake. This thing smells like one of those apple cinnamon breakfast bars you get at a vending machine. Like 100% like an apple cinnamon, like one of the cereal breakfast bars. That's what I smell. But it's a cake. And a sizable cake at that for like a signature dining dessert. This thing is massive. This is like a shareable portion. It's like one of the mini cakes for Emirates, but without the huge thing of chocolate ganache around it. That is actually quite good. You could share this. I recommend put it on a poker face as like a big mid and just devour the whole thing. Do not share this with your family. Do not share this with your friends. Don't share with the bachelor party. Don't share with the groom.
Do not pass go.
Do not. Make them get their own dessert. This is your dessert. Don't share with nobody. This is excellent. Not expecting this sort of quality out of Yachtsman. I usually have a lot of shade to provide Yachtsman. This has been a good meal. This is a 5 out of 5 claws. This is excellent. It's light, sweet, but not too sweet. The texture's amazing. It's fun. It's a good dessert. Forget being plant-based. It's just good.
Crème brûlée, vegetarian and gluten-free.
When it comes to desserts, because I'm not a dessert connoisseur, I usually take the advice of our servers. I am lost in the woods when it comes to dessert. Our server recommended the crème brûlée. It's a plain old fashioned. It comes with a little smoke show, like you would in an old fashioned. You smell those old fashioned, like the smokiness of it, and then it's got like a whiskey glaze on it. But it's a crème brûlée. Got the berries, you got the oranges on here. Apparently, if a crème brûlée, you're supposed to like tap it and crack the top. Apparently, that's the way that it's supposed to be. Dive in here, get a little bit of the berry. I'll take a bite. No, if you were to make an old-fashioned into like a dessert, I feel like that's the direction it would go. It is sweet, obviously, but you definitely get like the whiskey flavor over top of the dessert, so it's like a tempered sweetness. It sort of like speaks to the old-fashioned with the smokiness in your mouth as well. Honestly, I need more cocktails made into desserts. That may be my jam. And this is excellent dessert. I did have to take quite a number of magic pills because creme brulee has cream in it, and I can't promise you I'm going to finish the entire thing, but I'm going to try at my own peril. Maybe not. Last time I did that, I got very sick in this very hotel. So I'm eating it with caution, but I still want to devour the whole thing. I would lick this bowl if I so had the wherewithal to do so. I give that 4.5 out of 5 plates.
I'm pretty sure this is the first dessert that I've ever finished at the Yachtsman, and I loved it. So I guess I'm gonna raise my rating to a 5 out of 5. It's a princess item. I actually think it's like up there with the Space 220 carrot cake.
I think Yachtsman's trying to win back our hearts and minds.
I would say though, we finished our apps and our desserts, and if we had ordered entrees, there's no way we would have been able to finish all of our food. So I'm glad we kind of pared it down so we can eat everything.
Yes.
Because I personally loved my dessert. I think I would have cried internally if I wasn't able to finish it all.
Yeah, the only other new thing on the menu that we didn't get was there was a braised beef short rib for me. I wasn't really feeling beef or short rib anyway.
And
so
I don't really like the vegan entree here. Like,
yeah.
I've had it twice.
The mushroom scallops?
Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
It's just not as good as Toledo's old scallop dish, so I would rather just not.
But, of course, when the plant-based option changes, it's probably going to trigger us to come back here.
Totally.
Because we're foodies, and that's just what we do.
Even though we've had a bad experience at this restaurant, this experience was like night and day. So it's really dependent on your server and the night and the situation, what kind of experience you're going to have.
Yes. If you come here tonight, ask for Bao, and you better tip him or we'll find out.
That was amazing.
Yes. But if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Woo!
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, I don't know, Barry might try to sneak himself into this pool when we're not staying here, and then he'll get yeeted out of the Walt Disney World for who knows how long.
I've never snuck anywhere in my life. But you heard the girl.
Higher.